Fried chicken.
Welcome in.
The international version of Byrd Brains.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, it is the Byrd Brains podcast. I'm Joanna Ryan, sitting at this rotund table with Jonathan Byrd II, Indy car driver Brian Carlson. No, rotund table.
Oh, okay.
The formerly rotund Jonathan Byrd II.
Thanks, John Jubilee.
Works on different levels. And David Byrd.
I'm
Hello.
here.
Hello, everyone. Gentlemans. You normally hear Rob Reel's voice doing the things that I'm saying right now, but instead you're hearing mine. So
Glad to have you, Joanne.
We're very,
I'm
very
sorry for a
Jojo.
completely different reason. Oh, geez.
Fun with JoJo.
Fun with JoJo. That's my show that airs on local channels at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Really?
I just sit around in my onesie and pet my cats. Oh man, I had you guys going.
Now
gonna
where can people normally hear you, JoJo?
Well, they can normally hear me on Corn Country 100.3. I am the counterpart to Rob Reel on the morning show.
And what's the connection between Corn Country 100.3 and Jonathan Byrd's Racing?
Well, our logo's on the race car.
Oh, nice.
Really?
It's like right behind you. Look at it. It's so big. It's right there.
Put that deal together.
Behind you. Behind you.
Well, this rotund table that we're sitting at is in the hospitality center of Jonathan Byrd's Racing. That's where we're sitting at the moment in time.
At the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the world center of... No, it's not the world center of racing.
Could be.
This
Just
racing
throw a
capital
bunch of
of the
different
world.
adjectives.
Racing capital
in
of the
there.
world.
There you go.
The happiest place on earth.
It
During the
is.
happiest time of the year.
That's right.
Yeah. What they said.
Thank you, Brian.
Brian is
Carlson.
just like, is it June yet?
Shoot, this has been like
I
time
mean,
off.
have you
Are we
been
there
busy,
yet?
Brian? Like, are there
Are we
things
there
that you've
yet?
been doing?
500 miles ago.
Can it rain on lap 101?
Only if you're in the lead. This is like time off for you though. More than
It is a little bit.
It's like a break.
You know, it's been nice because it's probably the first time all year I've been stationed in one place for more than a few days. But yeah, it's been good. It's been busy. I know we talked about it a little bit on the last podcast.
available at the Jonathan Byrd
That
Racing
seemed like it was just a few.
YouTube channel.
That just seemed like it was a few minutes ago. That's how close that the podcast was.
And it's been busy. Like I said, it's kind of you're just kind of getting in a rhythm
Do
here.
you miss being in the sprint car right now?
I do. I'm itching to get back. However, there hasn't been a whole lot of time to think about that. I've actually gotten a chance to, in between practice and sleep, I've snuck in a couple World of Outlaw races on Dirt Vision and actually watched. I didn't make the features because I was tired, but watched qualifying and heat races from Knoxville last Saturday night.
Oh wow!
Which is pretty
Cool.
cool. So I've been staying up. I'm gonna be kind of doing a little bit of rain dance, not for here, but for a couple of races up north this weekend with the NSL series because the last race I missed got rained out. So if the next two get rained out, I won't have missed a thing.
Yeah,
It'll be great. We're sitting third in points. But if they happen to run,
yeah.
we got a great fill-in driver for our Matt Wood Racing team. So they should do a pretty good job. And I told them not to get used to it because they can't fire me, even if they want to.
Ha-ha.
Well, fortunately, you're going to be back in a sprint car not too long from now.
Yes, we'll be back as soon as they throw the checkered flag. We're going to head to Kokomo and be doing the double, which is pretty cool. I think as of right this very moment, hopefully by the time you listen to it, there'll be a few more. But we've got about 88 people signed up for the Indiana double.
88. Oh my gosh!
Oh, how did that happen?
Synergy.
Everybody put their hands
Synergy.
together.
Synergy.
That's right.
For you podcast listeners, did you just create that out of your mind, or is that actually like
Sure,
a logo
we can-
for
we can say
Synergy that
that.
you've seen before?
We're not sure.
Say I
We
created
don't
it.
know. This
Oh,
happened
gosh.
before we were on air, but that's okay. we talked about
Yeah.
Synergy. So,
Visuals make for great podcasting.
Yes.
Maybe there'll be bonus features at
Yes.
some point.
So that'll be pretty cool. Got a lot of fans kind of doing the double with me, and I joked, a lot of people said it was old school and this and that. I said it was just because I'm tired of not being in a dirt car. So I'm excited to get back.
Your favorite racetrack, Kokomo Speedway.
Yes, the kind of our crown jewel of Indiana here. We've got the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and then Kokomo Speedway.
Doesn't get any better than that.
That's right.
You are the defending track champion.
Defending track champion.
The king of Kokomo.
Oh, man.
Ran my first sprint car race there when I was a baby. Not technically a
wow.
baby, but
how did the
pacifier out and put the
that
helmet
work?
on?
I was 13, so I was kind of a baby. But
was it a 410 sprint or a 360?
Yeah, 410.
Wow.
Just so it's a
Big
place
motor.
it's kind of a special place to me.
JoJo just nodded when we talked about 360s versus 410s.
No, I mean I've learned from the last podcast that
That's right.
smiling and nodding helps.
Smiling, nodding. The crazy thing is, I wasn't even looking at you.
Something about toes. Is
Yeah.
that applicable to this conversation?
Yeah, I mean, roughly.
Yes, indeed.
You could say
Toes.
slide job.
Just say,
Thanks.
get her done.
Well, that just sounds. I don't know if that's quite going to work out the way I want it to.
It's a racing term. Get your mind out of the gutter.
This is a.
I'm sitting at the table with you three, and you want me to get my mind out of the gutter. Okay.
Completely family-friendly podcast.
Yeah, Rob's not
this
here.
morning.
It's more family friendly today.
Race day
'Cause
podcast.
would
By a little.
Rob would just, he just let one out there and $5 in the swear jar.
What are you guys up to with the swear jar at this point?
Well,
$5.
Rob's got a 55-gallon drum.
Okay. I'm not surprised by that.
Actually, we've been pretty good so far.
Yes, we've been good. I'm a good boy.
I'm surprised that we haven't worked in a gentle lovers yet. That was slightly on the inside, joke-wise.
Yeah, we got to figure out a way to share that with the world.
Yes.
You brought up slide job, and that was the first place that my mind went. So I'm sorry.
So John says slide job, and JoJo thinks gentle lovers.
I just wanted to get it in there for you. That's also what she
You guys
said.
are so terrible.
Love
Hey,
it.
if we want to talk about family-friendly things, most of the time my mind is running kind of like a toddler. So I'm sitting out in the corn truck, kind of waiting to come over here and set up and do everything. And
Is that
everyone's
kind of like, is the corn truck similar to like the ball pit at the playground?
no, but that is a fantastic idea.
Build that puppy up with corn.
I smell a promo.
Yellow kernels.
Nice.
Tell Cash Money Kathy to sell that promotion.
Exactly. But just watching, I mean, this is a pretty big area, obviously, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So people are driving
2.5
around
miles.
on golf carts or on bikes or on motorcycles or whatever. I'm a little surprised that more people don't like pimp out their golf carts. Get
a few of them out
sponsors
here.
There's a
and
few.
kind of throw a bunch of. That's actually what sparked my brain to work this way. Is I saw someone drive by and it was like a very fancy golf car. Like it wasn't
Fancy.
just your standard.
So you're saying my golf cart sucks?
No.
He's got a roof.
Because I don't think that I've
That is
seen.
cool.
I don't think that I've seen your golf cart.
Oh.
Well, it is.
So technically, I cannot speak on that
it says
subject. But
Clausen
It says
on the
Clausen
front
on
of
the
it.
front.
oh well,
So,
there you
Pretty
go.
sweet.
There is one running around here
vroom.
with like a pig on the front.
Like a live pig, or
I say,
Yeah, with an apple in its mouth.
hold on.
We call him Curly.
I'm thinking we bring this promo full circle.
yeah,
Okay.
I'll drive a really cool golf cart
Look like
with
Chevy.
a kernel pit in the back.
sure.
Okay.
Put
Oh.
Corn Country on it next year.
Okay.
We're
And
ready
it's
to go.
it's the
I was thinking we
traveling
could have
ball
one
pit.
We're ready
You
to
could have
rip.
one that looks like Chevy. Make it all pimp it out look like Chevy.
There you go.
Be a little bit like Dumb and Dumber.
Big flop of ears.
That's right.
Maybe we
Oh,
take it a step
yes.
further and put like a little popcorn machine on the back that's popping those corn kernels, and we're just dishing out popcorn
gosh.
left and right to
There
everybody.
was.
And it's the
so
Fun
Speedway
Mobile
does
just
some
traveling
cool
around.
Stuff, just little stuff for everybody in the driver's lot.
Very
a
little.
lot of different days. Like one day they had free ice cream for everybody in the driver's lot.
Nothing's free.
One day
Wow.
was, I'm sure we paid for it
So
somehow.
that was such a somber look on your face. Were you hurt recently by
But,
ice cream?
there was-
Should we talk about this?
There was a popcorn night in there.
Oh. Was there like different flavors of popcorn, or was it your standard?
No, it was just popcorn.
your standard
Just
butter,
popcorn,
butter and
but-
salt.
But it was really
Yeah.
good.
Chevy was clean. I saw Chevy cleaning up
Chevy
the kernels
cleaned
off
up.
the,
Yeah,
off
Chevy
the,
was
off the
cleaning
ground.
it up.
Nice.
She was enjoying it. My dogs love popcorn there.
Yes.
I was gonna
Andy
say.
loves popcorn too. My dog.
I love popcorn.
Stop talking about your dog. Nobody cares about your dog.
That makes two of us.
Whoa.
They only care about the famous dogs.
Although I do care to hear, can you please do an impression of your dog again, please, for the podcast listeners?
It makes more sense. So Dave hears he has a voice for his dog.
Yes.
Which one? Yes.
My dog, his name is Cyrus, and he speaks to me like this.
Yes. So he sounds like male Iranian. He's got that. Really Russian or something. My dog sounds like this. Hi, Daddy. How are you? Good to see you.
I didn't even have headphones on, and that hurt my ear.
Oh my gosh, it's my favorite thing.
Who are you?
Do you have
What are you in here?
We're gonna have to find a speaker sponsor to replace all the blown out speakers of this
No.
podcast.
Do you have conversations with your dog, and do you talk back to him like that?
Girl.
Oh my gosh.
Does Chevy
I can
have a
only
voice,
imagine.
Brian?
I do not have a voice for Chevy.
Chevy,
Chevy's treated a lot like a human being.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty spoiled. So yeah, no, she doesn't really have a voice. I was surprised though. So I'm always like, I'm super careful with the dogs, right? I don't like to try and force them upon anybody. However,
Don't have to.
Lauren she's a little bit more, we'll just walk him around, and if they tell me I can't go somewhere, we won't go there anymore. And I was pretty much under the impression that dogs were not allowed on Gasoline Alley until my dog tweeted a picture from Gasoline Alley the other day sitting next to a yellow shirt. So apparently they've made friends.
Nice.
Yeah.
Of all the dogs, though, I think those would be the two that would be like, okay, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
I've got more Twitter followers than you do. I'm sitting here.
Yeah, that is impressive. The Twitter followers, for sure. So I would like to introduce a segment to this podcast, this Byrd Brains podcast.
All right, and
Is
we
it
have not
sponsored by
and we have
anybody?
not discussed this in advance,
Yeah.
so it's going to be very interesting.
Is there a
That's
sponsor?
that's how
Is there a
I
sponsor?
popcorn.
Popcorn. Okay.
Just popcorn in general.
This segment presented by Popcorn in
Popcorn.
General.
And the letter R.
It's a popcorn that's owned by a general.
Not
No.
a colonel, but a
Not a
general.
colonel. There you go. Look at that.
Colonel. Oh,
Where's our rib
punny.
shot?
Good job. You're doing a good job. The segment is called Questions for Brian Clausen from Around the World.
Around the world.
And the reason it is called that is there are questions from various people in my life, but one person who lives in Germany, so technically that's around the world.
This is the international version of Bird Brains Podcast. I knew it.
Exactly. You have Germany listeners, so
Yeah, well,
yeah.
this is because we already have listeners in Germany. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, good.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Wonderful.
Okay,
what's the
so
question?
Well, I think Clausen
so,
is a German name, right?
I think there is some German in there.
Clausen.
Clausen.
Son of Klaus. He's the son of Klaus.
Yeah, that is my own personal nickname for Brian for no reason whatsoever. It really is just in my own head. I just call him B. Klaus.
I usually go by Santa Clausen in the wintertime.
That's true.
It's too perfect not to.
Didn't
That's
we
right.
put that on the race car when we?
We did.
You did.
Yeah, when
Yep.
we brought Santa.
There was a genius marketer that had that idea.
Gee.
Excuse me, you're taking credit for that?
Didn't I say it first?
I don't think so.
I think I did.
Oh,
I was
no.
years ahead of you guys. You could have just asked
Yeah.
me. But that's okay. That's okay.
There are nothing new under the sun.
It's okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, or
Whatever.
archery, I guess is the way
Archery.
to solve things these days.
Archery.
Oh, you don't even want to go against me.
Have you been practicing?
All right.
How many
you guys
times
are
have you
gonna,
seen
guys
Hunger
are gonna bring a
Games?
bow and arrow to a gunfight.
I will
okay?
put that arrow right through your
These
forehead.
guns? Is that what you're talking about?
All right. What's the question?
All right, first question from Mark from Indianapolis wants to know.
We're starting.
We're starting close to home.
Hey, I said
right.
around the world.
It is a part of the world, so it
Okay,
does
Mark.
count.
Do you have any free tickets in turn 4? No, that was the joke question. But more seriously, who were your racing heroes? Or are
Good
your
question.
racing
Who
heroes?
were my racing heroes? That's a good question. Honestly, growing up, my dad was my racing hero.
Aw, precious.
I grew up watching him obviously race. He was my racing hero, and then kind of more recently, probably most recently would be the Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart kind of route. Obviously, My dad actually kind of grew up with Jeff, so that kind of was the first initial push that direction, and then obviously Tony with everything he's done in racing, not only just in NASCAR, but the IndyCar stuff here at the Speedway, just everything in general. He's somebody that is obviously you kind of aspire to be at least inside the race car.
Yeah. Good answer. I give that one a 10 out of 10. Good job.
Right. Ding, 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 ding. International judges are hard, too.
The French judge only gave you a 7 on that one, though.
Okay.
Averages out to about, I don't know, math.
Throw out the high and the low.
Russ from Indianapolis wants to know.
Questions from around the city.
Can you at least just make it up?
No, this is from around the world.
Russ.
Kind of like the
Let me
Daily
hear it,
Advice
Russ.
column
Let me
from
hear it.
Corn Country.
Russ wants to know how many times that you have been to the 500 as a fan.
It's a good question, and probably one that'll surprise people. I've only been twice. I've usually been racing.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time as a kid out here on practice days, but racing's usually been usually what kind of keeps me from being here.
One of Kokomo.
Either Kokomo or Hopstadt. There's usually 2 races. Honestly, one of the races I came to, I was here in 2006. I was here with Chip Ganassi. I was part of their stock car driver development program at the time. So we came and was here, got here bright and early, did the whole deal, got the whole pomp and circumstance. Mm-hmm. And with about 40 to go, I looked at Dad and said, we should probably beat the traffic. So we did.
Yeah.
We left our seats that were about 10 feet or so, turned 4 side of the start-finish line, and got to the house just in time to hear Sam Hornish go blowing by Marco at about the 10-foot line to win the race.
Ouch.
And that was actually the first time ever in the history of the 500 that the leader at the white flag was not the leader at the checkered flag. So,
yeah, because I guess the
fun fact,
Hildebrands would have been later.
Yeah, 2011 for him.
I was actually here that year as well.
And you left early.
I did leave early, but I didn't even. I wasn't. I came. I forget why I was even here. Oh, I ran the lights race.
You ran the lights race, yeah.
That's why I was here. I ran the lights race, but I did. I did actually leave. I did actually leave to go race that night. So I was here for about half of it, and I remember listening to it as we got closer to Kokomo that night. So I've only been a couple times as a fan. Not really because I didn't want to, but it's just always been.
You gotta go make a living.
Gotta make a living.
Yeah.
So.
Well, hopefully we'll make it to where you're not then as a fan for a long, long time.
And because he's a driver. I got that one.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
He's able to.
And she's on it.
On it. Here's the thing. Here I am. On it. I'm on it.
She has no idea what we just did there.
No, I don't.
It's okay.
All I was thinking when you said
Toes.
you were here with with Ganassi, all I was thinking was it's about time you finally stepped up from that loser racing team.
Oh, chuckles.
another. Wow, look at that's really above Joanna's head there. That was really high. She has no idea what you're talking.
I bet we're closing in on 30 minutes right now, aren't we?
Probably.
We need to get to the Germany question.
Yeah, and actually that's the next
so
one.
this segment doesn't lose its integrity.
So this segment can actually be called.
A question from your family.
Yeah. Question from Haley in Germany.
What city?
What
city?
Stuttgart.
Stuttgart.
She
Mecca.
wants to
She works for
know.
Mercedes.
Porsche.
She actually went over there originally as an au pair, so like a nanny / music teacher to the kids, and it was the family, a previous president of like BMW or something.
Oh,
So she's
wow.
over there like in mansions and castles. I'm like, okay, calm down. Haley's question is
Still just an au pair.
when you are driving on the real road with real people,
Yes.
do you get annoyed?
Instead of fake people.
Fake people on a racetrack.
Yes.
Or the aliens.
Those fake people really bother me. Yes and no. I mean, I think I actually drive pretty slow. I've always said that.
I can attest to that.
I've always said that.
Come on now.
Are you a backseat driver, David, when he drives?
I get to.
I've only ridden with him twice, and I was thinking the whole time was like, man, this guy drives slow. Did I make the right decision?
I mean, when you do.
I've made a mistake.
When you do 230, 240 mile hour into turn one here, 70 or 80 really, there doesn't really do it for
No,
you.
it
So.
doesn't.
Yeah.
So you kind of just sit back and plus I don't like wasting money on tickets and things like that. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean there's times I guess where you're kind of like you still are kind of in racing mode, right? You're trying to anticipate what people are going to do and
Are you a
and
defensive
things.
driver?
Yeah, I mean, probably more so than offensive. I don't get.
Flip you, buddy!
I don't get many fingers, so I would
I'm glad
say
that you said bleep instead of actually cursing. That makes
a
me
podcast.
happy.
Well, my mom and my wife listen. I can't.
Oh,
just do
okay. I gotcha.
And your
I gotcha.
kids. Yeah.
Plus, you don't have $5
So,
for the swear
I
jar.
mean,
I
they-
right?
don't.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't.
To answer the question, yeah.
I'm in
I mean,
racing.
Yeah. So to answer the question, I'm probably about as boring of a driver out there when it comes on the road. I'm pretty laid back. But yeah, I mean, I think there's times where you're like, you treat it almost like why did you do that? You just
Yeah.
stuffed up this whole lane. So yeah, there's times, but
So
I'm pretty relaxed.
So you're as boring off track as you are exciting on track, is what you're saying.
Yes, exactly.
The math
It's a
works out
dichotomy.
somehow. Yeah.
Dichotomy.
Ooh,
I think
good
I'm
word.
really pretty.
Good word, bro. Good word.
I think I'm pretty boring all the way around.
Suspected Johnny,
Says the man
Johnny
wearing
no
the black
swag.
and white checkered shirt.
Yeah, it's true.
You've worn that shirt a lot actually this month.
It's really. I like.
Did
that
you not
shirt
get
a
the other
lot.
ones like dry
I
cleaned?
just got the other ones back.
I mean, I go to all that trouble and get you like 5 shirts, all nice and
And
embroidered
all the
up.
press, every single one.
Aw.
Different states, different times, same shirt.
And I've always seen
Nice.
the one.
The good news is I can wear one tomorrow, one Friday,
Okay.
one Saturday, and one Sunday,
Well,
And one for the next 15 years.
and one Monday.
so
Tell
we-
us in
Okay.
detail, what is the wardrobe like for the... I'm just kidding.
Black pants,
Let us know what you've laid out to wear the
Bird
next couple
Brains,
days,
the Tim Gunn
please.
segment.
black pants. See,
all
I
I gotta
got-
say is make it work, people. Make it work, Brian.
So I got the
Fashion police.
I got the email that I had to wear black pants, and I was not.
Oh my
happy
gosh,
about
he was
it.
so upset.
What is your-
He nearly
what-
quit.
From
So-
your team principal.
For my team principal, and I went ahead and just said, "All right, tell me what the fine is. I'll pay it, and be done with it." Didn't fly.
What
so.
pants would you have preferred?
Jeans.
What are the... Oh, okay. I was like, what's
Wait,
the other
He wears
option?
jeans every day.
That's right. But I'm not getting paid to race. I think Brian
Loophole.
It is bull manure.
That's feces, man. This is I think Brian nearly quit when he got the message about the black pants. He was
That's close.
pretty upset.
If he would have told me that a year ago, I would have budgeted.
We are too far into the hole. We're
I've been
down,
cool with everything else, but
we're
black
gone- we're
pants
down
is where I
too far
draw
down the
line.
rabbit
If
hole.
he
dude.
would have, if he would have told me a year ago, I would have budgeted better and quit on the spot.
What
I need the paycheck.
What I told him was though that what we'll do is it's like an annual rite of passage for spring. It's like when May comes around, he breaks out the black pants.
The good news is I've got the receipts and we'll be turning them into Byrd Racing here shortly.
Is that why the tag is still on those?
Exactly.
I really thought it was kind of tacky to wear the tag all month on those pants.
Sneaky.
All
Mine's
right.
tighter than
Well, again, I feel like
can't remember
we've
that.
come to the end of the podcast talking about
Aw.
Brian
Already?
Clausen's wardrobe.
No
Yeah.
way.
Like,
How come we talk about my butt every time we end this thing?
I don't know.
Always end at the end.
Well, it can end at the beginning.
The stars just aligned and it just happened.
Just a nice ending.
Oh.
That's what she said.
With the puns.
That's-
Well,
Yeah. I don't think that really fits, but we'll go ahead and run with
It
it.
fits. All right.
That's what she said. Jinx.
We're going to work it in every time, aren't we?
That's what she said. So bad. Oh my gosh. This needs to end.
And he still counters that it won't.
Now-ish.
Should somebody have said that? That's what she said too. She said this needs to end.
If that's what she said, does that technically constitute as a swear jar or no? Those are safe? Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
You can
gosh.
say it on The Office. You can say it on Bird Brains.
That's true. Well, thank you, everyone, for listening to Bird Brains, episode 6. Thank you for all of the lovely gentlemen sitting at this table, coming to you from the Jonathan Byrd's Racing Hospitality Suite at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Jonathan Byrd II, Brian Clausen. I don't know why I've morphed into this weird voice. It's happening, but I'm going to finish with it. And David Byrd. And I'm Joanna Ryan.
Fried chicken.
And we're very,
Very sorry.